Hi guys, it's Matthew here. Welcome back to another video on my channel today. Today, in this episode, guys, I know I've done 3 videos in one day, as a matter of fact, because right before this video, I posted my Christmas decorations at my mom's house, and then I posted day 21 in the Lego Marvel Avengers Advent calendar, as a matter of fact. So I'm really happy about that, as a matter of fact. And also, I do want to let you know that tomorrow is going to be another day with 3 whole videos, because we will do day 22 in the Lego Marvel Avengers Advent calendar, and then we will do my Christmas tree here at my mom's house. And then, finally, we'll close it out where I show you guys all my little mini Christmas decorations I have around my room, as a matter of fact, though, guys. But with that said, guys, be sure you like it, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends, because that'd really help out my channel greatly. As a matter of fact, I did forget to mention what we're going to be doing here today in this video, guys. I'm so sorry about that. I am going to be sorry guys, I can't speak today. I'm going to be giving you guys my top 5 picks for the most underrated Christmas movies of all time, as a matter of fact, guys. And I felt like this video should be a lot of fun, as a matter of fact, but I do want to mention, though, guys, that these are movies that I just think are very underrated. Nobody likes or talks about them that much, and I kind of feel like they deserve a little bit of praise, as a matter of fact. So yeah, these are just my picks for the worst. These are just my picks for the worst. Sorry guys, I keep saying the wrong thing. These are just my picks for the most underrated Christmas movies of all time. But I'm not going to do my full intro because I already waste 2 minutes, as a matter of fact. So let's just get right into it. I'm not used to doing underrated videos like this. I'm used to doing rankings or worst or best videos. Okay, so starting at number 5 with the most underrated Christmas movie is Love Actually. So now, this was a first time watch for me this year, as a matter of fact. And this is an okay movie. It's a really solid watch. It doesn't have much of a concept to it, but it's really good, because the whole premise of this movie is that there's a bunch of people that are trying to find love. So it's got a lot of actresses that I don't recognize, but this one has a lot of guys that I recognize, because you got Hugh Grant, you got Colin Firth, Liam Neeson, you got Alan Rickman, Bill Nighy, Martin Freeman, Martin Freeman. So yeah, you got a huge cast in here, as a matter of fact, and it's a really good, solid movie. But to tell you the truth, I don't think it's the best movie on the planet. But like I said, all it is just all of these characters that you get introduced to are just trying to find love. And that's all it is. And the Rotten Tomatoes on this movie are very high, but I put it on the list because this is one I don't hear like a lot of people talking about, as a matter of fact. But if you guys have never seen it or heard of this movie, I would recommend you give this movie a watch, because it's not the best Christmas movie on the planet, but it's a really good, solid Christmas movie, as a matter of fact. But next up on the list is Christmas with the Cranks. And this movie is not high. This movie does not have a highly rated Rotten Tomatoes at all. This movie has like a 5% on Rotten Tomatoes, and for some reason I don't understand why this movie has bad reviews, and I I don't get why why people just hate this movie all of a sudden. Like this is one that I liked for years, and I feel like and I feel like not a lot of people acknowledge this movie very much. So this is another. So this is a comedy Christmas movie. So what this one is about? So it's about Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis. So they're a married couple, and then their daughter, and then they have a daughter of their own, and she's going off with her boyfriend to college for Christmas, as a matter of fact. But then when she leaves them, they decided to skip Christmas and go on a cruise and whatnot. So they try to go forward and try to skip it to go on a cruise. But then at the very end of the movie, last second, their daughter calls and says they're coming home for Christmas, and so they have to prep Christmas before she comes home, as a matter of fact. So yeah, this is a really funny Christmas movie because they're trying to skip Christmas, but then it doesn't work out because they're getting bugged. But then they ended up not skipping Christmas because their daughter calls in, as a matter of fact. So yeah, this movie is very decent, and this is one that I would recommend, as a matter of fact. But the same reason why I have this movie on the list, and this is the same reason and concept with Christmas with the Cranks. And next up on number 3 is Deck the Halls. Why is the Rotten Tomatoes on this movie lower than with Christmas with the Cranks? This is another one that's similar. It has similar styles of comedy to Christmas with the Cranks, but so what this one's about, it's got Matthew Broderick, and then it's got Danny DeVito. So Danny DeVito plays this guy that moves in across the street from Matthew Broderick, and so what happens is he puts on like this big light show, and it keeps shining through Matthew Broderick's window, as a matter of fact, and he's tired of it, and he's trying to get rid of him and cut his power, as a matter of fact. So yeah, it's just, this is also a really funny movie. It has the same style as humor as Christmas with the Cranks, and so that's why it's on the list, because this movie is just as low rated as Christmas with the Cranks, and it has the same style of comedy that Christmas with the Cranks has, but the storylines are not the same or related or anything like that. No. But so yeah, this is a really funny movie, and this is one that I would recommend you guys also watch. Like, all 5 of these movies, if you haven't seen any of these, or the ones that you haven't seen, you should definitely watch them, as a matter of fact, because they're really good. I think they're really funny. And so yes, I think you guys should watch these, as a matter of fact. But next up at number 2 on the list is Office Christmas Party. So now, if you guys saw my tier list, you guys will know that this was another first time watch for me this year, as a matter of fact. I already watched it twice this year, and thinking about this movie again is really, really funny. But this movie is also not highly rated at all. And this is another one I just don't get why it's not highly rated at all. I feel like this movie should have a higher rating, but it's just my opinion as a matter of fact. But this movie is freaking funny. I don't understand why people hate this movie either, as a matter of fact. So I do want to tell you guys what it's about, though. So it's about Jason Bateman and Kate McKinnon, and it has a bunch of other famous comedians that I know nothing about, but I do know that they're comedians because I found out enough information about them. So yeah, you got Jason Bateman and Kate McKinnon in this movie, and then you got a whole bunch of other famous comedians. So what it's about? It's Christmas time, and all of these guys and all of these people, they work in an office, and Jennifer Aniston plays their boss, and they're all in danger of being fired, and Jennifer Aniston doesn't like it, and so she takes a trip to London. And why she's taking a trip to London, these guys, they all have to connect with this guy to try to help save their jobs. And so what they do to try to connect with him is that they throw an office Christmas party to get him to try to connect with the guy and to try to get him to like him, as a matter of fact. So yeah, it's a pretty funny movie. And if you guys like raunchy and slapstick style of humor, this is definitely your kind of movie, as a matter of fact. This one I would recommend because it is so funny. Like I said, this was a first time watch this year, but this was another first time watch for me this year, but I love it, and it's just so funny, and in my opinion, it is the second most underrated Christmas movie of all time. But nothing will ever. This is the most underrated Christmas movie I have ever seen in my life, and it will probably forever be the most underrated Christmas movie I've seen in my entire life. No other Christmas movie will be more underrated than the Santa Claus 3. I like this movie. But first, I should probably mention, so now if you guys have been following me for a long time with all of the Christmas movies and stuff, you guys should know by now that I think the Santa Claus trilogy is interesting, because to tell you the truth, I think it has one of the best Christmas movies of one of the top 10 best Christmas movies of all time, one of the top 10 worst Christmas movies of all time, and one of the more underrated Christmas movies. And yes, the Santa Claus 3, I actually think it's a very underrated Christmas movie. And to tell you the truth, it is my favorite out of all three of the Santa Claus movies. And so yes, the first one is also a top 10 best Christmas movie of all time. Like the first Santa Claus and the third one, both of those are in my top 10 favorite Christmas movies of all time. The second one is at the very bottom of all the popular Christmas movies, as a matter of fact. But yes, this movie is really fun, in my opinion. Like, I love Martin Short's performance as Jack Frost, and this movie is just killer, in my opinion. Like, I like how it's different from I like how it's different from the first Santa Claus movie, and then getting and seeing all of these guys and seeing all of these like holiday figure type things like the Easter Bunny, you got the Tooth Fairy, you got Sandman, you got Mother Nature, like all of those guys were seen in Rise of the Guardians, and that's a very underrated DreamWorks animation movie. And it bombed at the box office for some reason. And then in the Santa Claus 3, they actually did another, it's like they did another version of that before they even came up with the concept of Rise of the Guardians. And so yes, I like the third Santa Claus movie. This movie is just very underrated. Like to tell you the truth, guys, if you watched the first Santa Claus and if you loved it, and then if you only watched and if you only got through and if you only watched the second one, and then lots of people told you not to watch the third one because it's bad, don't listen to them. Experience this movie for yourself at least one time. Like I always say, there is no other Christmas movie that is going to be more underrated. There's no other Christmas movie that's going to be underrated than this movie, because people are just crap on this movie, because they didn't like the second one and they only think the first one is the best. Like, I met plenty of people that love the first Santa Claus, and the case with my family here, a lot of my relatives also love the very first Santa Claus, and then they don't like the second one. So I'm happy I'm agreeing with them on that one. But then I'm happy that they agree with me that they enjoy the third one as well. But yeah. So yeah, I think that this is the most underrated Christmas movie of all time. Like I said, if you guys only watched the first one and only got through the second one and people told you not to watch the third one, watch the third one. Give it a watch. It is so good, as a matter of fact. But I think that's all I have to say about it, though, guys, as a matter of fact. But I will see you all tomorrow to open up day number 22 in the Lego Marvel Avengers Advent Calendar, as a matter of fact. But I really hope you enjoyed this video, as a matter of fact, guys. Go ahead and share what you think are the top 5 most underrated Christmas movies of all time, because I would love to hear your top 5 picks, as a matter of fact. But be sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends, because that'd really help out my channel greatly. And also, guys, those of you guys that are new to the channel, I do more than just movies and physical media related content. I also do Lego related stuff, video games, all sorts of stuff like that, guys. So if that kind of stuff is your speed to watch on YouTube, guys, please make sure you go watch my other videos. Give my other videos a chance, guys. And if you do end up liking this channel, guys, please do give this video a big, huge thumbs up. Leave a like and a comment, and be sure you hit that red subscribe button. But most importantly, press that notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. And those of you guys that are not new to the channel, and if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you go subscribe right after this video, guys. But without any further ado, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you all tomorrow. Be sure you take care of yourselves, drink water, and stay safe. And I will see you all in the very next video. Bye.